What is up, you guys? It's K-Town Menacedo1 back with another video, and today's video is going to be CRT gaming in 2026 and why you should do it. I'm going to show off some Nintendo 64 emulation, some GameCube emulation, some Dreamcast emulation, and then we'll switch over to my other CRT and I'll show you guys some Super Nintendo, some arcade games, and then we'll switch to my very last CRT TV and I'll show you some old school anime and stuff on that, and just why it's good to have a CRT laying around, especially for retro gaming. You hook them up to like a flat panel LCD and it just looks all pixelated and wonky. Like, this is the only way. This is my Sony Trinitron. This is actually my most prized possession. I did a video like this back in 2022, so I missed a few years of doing these CRT videos because I kind of fell out of retro gaming and sold all my stuff. I did a video on that, but I got a lot of my stuff back. I bought a lot of stuff back. I've got my modded Wii, so I'm actually playing this on it with a Nintendo 64 controller. And this is one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games of all time. I do know that there's like a black bar on the screen right there. It'll kind of go away if I put my hand in front of the screen. I sat and messed with it for like 20 minutes before this video. Obviously I don't see this, it's just the camera that's picking it up. And I'm just using my cell phone. If I was using like a higher quality camera, I'm sure I could get a better picture. But and one thing I do know is Super Mario 64 is like really bad to film on a CRT TV. I've tried to do it before, and it's always like this. There's always bars. But I do plan on getting an actual Nintendo 64. And all my cartridges back. And I really did try to make these get like the right angle to make these bars go away, but for whatever reason. But my favorite thing about retro gaming on a CRT TV is just so much, the picture looks so much better. And even with some like anime and like movies that came out during the time of CRT TVs, when they were like, you know, the regular, everyone had one. Things were made, you know, for TVs like this. That's why when you plug in like a Nintendo 64 or even a Sega Dreamcast to a, you know, like a flat panel LCD, the picture just doesn't look right. It's all dark and kind of blurry. I do have the brightness turned up all the way on this. I just have the picture the way I like it. So, I know a lot of people will be like, your tint and your color's too high, but this is just how I like it. That's the cool thing about CRTs, is that you could do that. They have a lot deeper and more crisp colors, if you ask me. I'm a big wrestling fan, so there's times where I'll watch like WrestleMania or something on this Sony Trinitron, or even I have a little 5-inch that I'll show you guys in a minute. It's a little 5-inch Magnavox that I really enjoy watching like anime and stuff on. I just sit close to it. I have like a comfy chair. Oh, no, he's gonna do the same thing to me. I got too cocky. thought it was gonna throw me off the side. But yeah, this one here's my Sony Trinitron, and then like I said, we're gonna switch over to my. I have an RCA. I think it's like a 12-inch RCA, 10-inch RCA, and it has really nice picture on it. Now we'll check out some GameCube games. Or actually, we'll check out a Wii game, and then we'll check out some GameCube games. If there's any games that you guys played growing up on the Wii or the GameCube or the 64 or the Super Nintendo, just let me know in the comments, and I'll check it out, because I'm always looking for new retro games to play that I've never played before. And this is probably a Wii game that you all have played in your childhood. It's probably everybody's favorite Wii game. And I'm sorry about my super creaky chair. I didn't have it locked in all the way. When I sat down, I almost fell. Sometimes my modded Wii is slow or it freezes, but that's just life with a modded Wii. I wanted to go through and rebuy my entire physical collection, but that would not only take forever, it would be very expensive, and I just wanted to get my retro gaming setup back together like as soon as possible. So that's why I just started buying modded consoles. I'm going to get a modded PlayStation 2 next. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video, just a heads up. But I know there are some CRT enthusiasts who would love to see this. I wanted to do a video of me playing Call of Duty Black Ops on a CRT, but sadly, for whatever reason, it doesn't work on this modded Wii. And that's the thing about emulation, is there's some games that work perfect and there's some games that don't work at all. Like Nintendo 64 is probably one of the worst to emulate in my experience. Like, a lot of the games work perfect, but like Pokemon Stadium just absolutely won't work every time I've tried to emulate it. I've tried it on multiple different devices. I tried it on a Raspberry Pi, obviously this modded Wii. And just every time it's had hiccups or issues. you ask me though, the best Mario Kart of all time is either Double Dash or I love Mario Kart 64 a lot. And this is actually my first time playing Mario Kart on my Wii Pro controller that I picked up at the retro game store for 13 bucks. I just figured it'd be nice to have, like, I was using the Wiimote to play a lot of platformers, and the Wii Pro controller's kind of set up like a SNES controller. It's got like that bone shape, but then it has handles. I know there is like a retro one that's like exactly like the SNES controller with thumbsticks, and that was the one I was gonna try to find. But there's some shooters on the Wii and like WWE 2K games on this Wii that I could play, and obviously it'd be nice to have handles. So that's why I went with this one instead, which is damn, they keep red shelling me over and over and over. There we go, that's the drift button. See if I can change the angle and get these lines to go away. Nah, it's still having the same issue. It's always Mario games too, I've noticed. I mean, I've thought about getting a gaming laptop and like installing Dolphin, but I had a gaming PC a while back. I have a new one now, but a while back I had a gaming PC and I used an adapter to have it hooked up to a CRT, and it like fried my graphics card because I guess the adapter, if you leave it plugged in, it stays on. But I thought about finding one that's like not powered, that's like straight up HDMI to like RCA. That's the thing though, is I had another TV. I had a JVC and I was able to like get the right angle to where you couldn't see the lines. Let's see if actually, I think we'll get decent picture on this one. But yeah, This video is pretty much just me showcasing emulation on a CRT in 2026 and why I feel like more people should know about it and do it. It does feel kind of weird to play with this controller because it's not an official GameCube controller. I pretty much use my official GameCube controllers for Smash, and then I use these like off-brand GameCube controllers to play like story games and racing games. Actually though, I do use a real GameCube controller to play Super Smash Bros. Or not Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart Double Dash. But for the most part, I just use the real ones for Smash Bros. Like when I have friends or family over. My sister comes over sometimes and we play Smash Bros. My little brother lives with me and we play Smash Bros. A lot. I really do want to get a Switch 2 and plug it into this adapter and play Star Fox on this CRT. I feel like that would make for an interesting video. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually do it. I'll definitely get a Switch 2, but I would only do it like for the video. That wouldn't be the main way I'd play it. Although the Switch 1 does look good on a CRT, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks good, it just doesn't look right. I mean, I know there's people who like downscale it and find ways. And if you guys want me to make another video like this, just let me know in the comments what games you would want to see. And I mean, as much as I would really love to go through and buy my whole physical collection, there was just so many Dreamcast games and so many PS2 games and so many GameCube games. Although I have heard that GameCube emulation on the Switch 2 has made GameCube games a lot cheaper. Here, I'm going to show you guys a GameCube game that is less common. I mean, people like the other console versions of this game better, but did I pass it? No, I didn't. It's gonna be further over here. One thing that happened to me recently that really made me mad was I downloaded Time Splitters Rewind. It's like a fan-made version of the Time Splitters games, and I can't find it on my PC anywhere. So there's like a good like 15 gigabytes that's being used on my computer. Maybe not though. And I just wiped my PC and cleaned it, and I don't want to have to do it again, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. But there's not a lot of modern games out to play right now. I'm waiting for the new Call of Duty DMZ. That's rumored to be in Modern Warfare 4, and I'll probably get Black Ops 1 and 2 if the reviews are good. But lately, all the modern games I've been buying have been letting me down. Like, even on my PC, I just play like Halo Master Chief Collection or Left 4 Dead or a retro game. Marathon, I was really excited for, but the player base dropped, and I really don't like playing games with low player count. I don't like waiting forever for a match. But this game here, I played it a lot in my childhood. My friend had it on PS2, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked better. But I play it on the GameCube is what I ended up buying it on. I had a PS2, but I just saw it at the game store, and when you're a kid, you don't think about, like, you know what I mean, which platform it looks best on. I found it on the GameCube, and I was like, oh, my friend plays this game, like, yeah, Turok was one of my favorite FPS games as a kid growing up, just because it was one of the first ones I played. What was crazy is I remember playing this game a lot, even though I had like Halo on the Xbox and Halo 2. Alright, let's go ahead and jump over to the Dreamcast. And this is a new modded Dreamcast. It's not like my other one. Although it is missing a few games that were on my other one. But it actually has a few games that were not on my other one. So that makes me pretty happy. Damn. I suck at finding games under pressure, y'all. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll go with Power Stone 1 just because that one was... I held that one more fondly. It was the first one that I had. I actually never owned Power Stone 2 until I grew up. And this TV, thing I love about it is I actually have the remote. I wish they would make like a third one. This game was so underrated. I did rent Power Stone 2 from Blockbuster a bunch of times when I was a kid. I remember one time being all sad because the disc was scratched, so the game didn't work, and they were closed. So I had to go that whole Friday night with no Dreamcast game to play. So I played House of the Dead while my parents watched their movie. Just need one more diamond, come on. I used to think the suit was so cool when I was a kid. If you guys know of any good racing games on the Dreamcast, the only ones I really know of are like Speed Devils and Sega Rally, Sega GT. So if you know any, drop it in the comments because I guess this game's really fun. 18-wheeler. Man, it's really bugging me that this bar won't go away. That's what I love about emulation is I had the physical disc of this game, and I did keep my VMU. This is my VMU from my actual Dreamcast that I would play physical games on as a kid. And my save game is still there for this. By the way, Grandia 2 is like my favorite RPG of all time. We're gonna move over to my other CRT and check out some Super Nintendo games and an arcade game or two, and then we'll move over to my last one and I'll show you guys some old school anime. Maybe that little bit of light helped. really am trying to get rid of these bars for you guys. But I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. One thing I do like to show off about this TV is it has like amazing sound. This is like a little PVM. It says it on the back, and it's got like big, huge speakers on the side. The guy I got it from, he's actually a movie director. I was working at his house, and he was like, "I'm gonna throw these away unless you want them." No. Oh shit. Nothing like having unlimited quarters. By the way, I'm a huge Mega Man fan. Check out a PS1 game. Alright, we've all seen this intro a million times. I'm sorry for making you guys deaf. Battletoads on the Sega Genesis. Hopefully there's no lines on this game. And then after that... This is one of my favorite arcade games of all time. I don't think enough people know about it. Alright, let me show you guys guys some old school anime. This is the little 5-inch Magnavox I was telling you guys
about. Of course, if we were to do that, you would have to give me your complete cooperation.
Whatever you need.
So to be completely honest with you guys, I don't know what this anime is. I'm just streaming a Toonami promo.
The Helsing Organization. What do you mean?
But look at that picture. And how deep the color is. And this is actually just a little camping TV.
Out of the way, human.
And I found it in a dumpster, or by a dumpster. It was in its box, so it had the car cable and the, like, wall cable. And I do want to find a way to, like, download a bunch of episodes of, like, Yu Yu Hakusho or something. Because that was one of my favorite animes to watch growing up, and Naruto Shippuden. I mean, I could just go to Disney Plus, but that would take too long.
Someone saw you in the presence of this player.
That character was obviously edited illegally. We cannot ignore this fact. However, we do not intend to cause you any trouble. Is this cat player male?
You know what? I don't even think he really expects us to succeed.
I say we will.
Me too, out of spite.
Such enthusiasm.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you guys, that would be CRT gaming and CRTs in 2026, and why I think you should get one. Y'all have a good day. Peace.